Where ID was, their ego shall be. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. The first human being who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. The goal of all life is death. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. The mind is not the servant of the glands. Love and work, work and love, that's all there is. Anatomy is destiny. What we call happiness in the strictest sense comes from the preferably sudden satisfaction of needs which have been dammed up to a high degree. Illusions commend themselves to us because they save us pain and allow us to enjoy pleasure instead. We must therefore accept it without complaint when they sometimes collide with a bit of reality against which they are dashed to pieces. The more the fruits of knowledge become accessible to men, the more widespread is the decline of religious belief. A civilization which leaves so large a number of its participants unsatisfied and drives them into revolt neither has nor deserves the prospect of a lasting existence. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. One is very crazy when in love. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The unconscious of one human being can react upon that of another without passing through the conscious. A fear of weapons is a sign of retarded sexual and emotional maturity. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. The madman is a dreamer awake. One might compare the relation of the ego to the ID with that between a rider and his horse. The horse provides the locomotor energy, and the rider has the prerogative of determining the goal and of guiding the movements of his powerful mount towards it. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards one another.